I kind of want to move on to EG because they're coming out winless in week 2, and this is a team that we kind of talked about. It's like Svenskeren, last split's MVP. We still have Bang there. This still is a roster of good players. So is their loss streak right now just like bad karma from being evil, or what?
Don't pick Sona Togkedge.
Okay, don't pick Sona Togkedge.
It's bad karma from that.
Great.
I will die on this hill.
Oh, it was a great pick. I loved it.
You know, I think that the thing is with Evil Geniuses is that of all the LCS teams that currently exist, they don't have a culture yet, right? We do have Immortals.
Immortals.
I mean, no. To my point, like, Immortals and Dignitas inherited 2 teams. They inherited the Optic people. Many of the same staff work there.
Yes.
And Dignitas inherited a lot of the Clutch people, at least from the, well, originally they did. But, you know, to my point, Evil Geniuses is building completely from scratch. They got 0 in the EchoVox acquisition because they bought the spot, not the team. And as a result of this, my biggest concern is what are they? They've been my biggest question mark. I've not really had hot takes either way on them because you just don't know. Well, they're all the players are coming, you know, like many of them are ex-Cloud9, but like the management comes from very different places. You have Greg Kim, their LCS director, who used to work in analytics at Riot. You have Sabrina Wong, who used to work at 100 Thieves and Immortals prior. And then you have Andy Barton, who used to work at Dignitas. You have people who are trying to discover one another as a staff and also as a team. And I think that that's just as important as anything else. That's why you see players like Finn and others and Vulcan go into Cloud9 and they mesh so well because Cloud9 knows what they are. They have an identity as a team and as an organization. EG does not yet. Not under current management. And I think that that's a big thing, is trying to figure out who you are and what you are.
I think I'd like to give them just a little bit of time. They are a new org coming into the space. From what I understand, they do really have that small staff, new staff, like you had mentioned. I want to give them a little bit more time. It's only 2 weeks.
I think them and FlyQuest. Well,
their game with TSM was close too.
It was close too, but I'm talking more from the org aspect. But I do want to move on to our week 3 matchups because I do believe we got some doozies. So let's go ahead and check those out in a second. But okay, so one of the, we're just talking about them, EG and FlyQuest. I think they're going to take each other on. Is that going to be an easy stomp for FlyQuest?
I would say no. I think EG has a lot of potential. I think the thing about EG that I wanted to hit upon is that their identity was supposed to be Chovy. That was supposed to be their big get, right? Like, they went so hard for Chovy, offered him the biggest deal in Western esports history from my knowledge. It would have been more than $3 million. That's what kind of money we're talking about here. And he declined because he wanted to play with CV Max on Dragon X. So I think EG had this grand plan, right? They had this master plan of like, we got Bang, we got Svenskeren, we got Zazel, we got the rookie Kumo, and we're gonna have Chovy in the middle kind of being that carry. And then Chovy was like, I don't need $3+ million. I'm gonna play for CV Max.
So do you think, I want to ask all of you, do you think that Jizuke is the right pick? In my interviews with Andy Barton, he mentioned Milka, the player that is now not able to play on Vitality because of visa issues, but also was a strong rookie from Europe. Do you think Jizuke is the right fit for this team? Darin, I think you have opinions on this.
I think Jizuke can be fine. Again, everyone on Evil Geniuses, if their expectation is we can be middle of the pack and make playoffs this first split, that's a success for Evil Geniuses in their first split. The problem right now, I agree that they don't have an identity off the Rift. I think you were also alluding that they don't really have one in the Rift either. Team Liquid has their really good side lane pressure. FlyQuest, you know, they want to go in and they want to fight, which I'm really excited for this EG FlyQuest matchup because guess what I think EG is really good at? They're good at skirmishes in the first 15 minutes. They come out on top a decent amount on their skirmishes.
We saw that against TSM, right? It was fine. It was fine until it wasn't.
Until it went 5v5 team fights and Broken Blade was like, I'm just gonna
Biofrost and
Haymaker.
Broken Blade just tore them apart.
And then Set and Haymaker, half of my health for my shield. Then
what a champion.
Balanced champion.
I just don't think
he's my champion. Okay, he's my champion. But okay, so we're talking about EG. EG is taking on CLG in the first match of the week. Let's go ahead and now pull up those matchups. Here we go. Yeah, EG taking on CLG. That'll be an interesting match in my opinion.
EG wins that.
You think EG still wins this? You have no faith in CLG, right?
They look lifeless until they show me any signs of life.
Before CLG beats TSM.
If CLG beats TSM, I will reconsider that. But right now, 0-3, they look lifeless. It's not that they're 0-3, it's that they're lifeless. They have shown no pulse so far. Until they show me anything, I have EG in that matchup.
What about the FlyQuest C9 matchup?
That's going to be great, I think.
That's good.
It's going to be them, again, like FlyQuest really, really want to be aggressive early. These two teams are going to smash into each other. So it'll at least be exciting, even if it's you know, slightly stompy on the
Well,
favor of
Viper Liquor
C9, you know.
Stompy.
I'm picking C9 in this, I'll just say that.
Viper Licorice, I think, is going to be a fun matchup. Because if Viper goes aggressive and Licorice can't keep up with that.
The other on this slide is Team Solo Mid and Dignitas, which is like, Team Solo Mid is the one team we've not talked about here that I'm sitting here going, things could go, like if they lost to EG, I was like, oh God, all hell breaks loose in that team, right? They are the one that needs everything to go right.
They almost did.
I know. They take losses. I think they take losses pretty hard, and I'm worried about that, right? This is the team that Tyler and I both said, both on the free agency show and the kickoff show, that like this is a team that could either be one of the best teams in the league if they get everything going their way, or they could be a total dumpster fire. And I think the jury's still out on that.
Yeah.
But like if they start taking losses, and granted, Dignitas is a very good team right now, and they're on a roll. But looking at that, it's like, how many teams can you lose to until you feel bad?